Hey guys, today we are looking at a really cool new product called the Aero Vault by Mathews. Now in my opinion, if there is one category that in the last 20 years, really ever, as a bow hunter, I've seen very little innovation in, it is how we store our arrows. Arrow cases for travel, for hunting, for anything. And that is what this is. Mathews is really, the guys over there have designed this Aero Vault, and it is sick. I've had a quick look at it, but today I want to take a little deeper look into what it is, how it works, the different uses I could see me putting it through, from storage to hunting. So let's get into it. First things first, this box is sick. I don't know if this is how they're all going to come, but this one is clean. Look at that. And this is the actual arrow case itself. Comes in 3 different sizes. Comes in small for 166 arrows, medium for 204s, large for 245, your standard 246 arrow, just your standard hunting arrow. So let's get this bad boy out of the box. So first things first, this is giving me like high-end fly rod vibes right here. Just very sleek, very light, hardly anything to it. You have your bigger ends for your fletchings, for your vanes, so they stay protected. You got MOLLE webbing on the back, so you can attach it to your backpack. But they're also coming out with some more accessories for these, and I'm sure that's probably where they will attach as well. So let's see how this works. This is the magic right here. This is the Aero Vault. Tiny little clamp, seems pretty, you know, not that big a deal, but this is sick. So it just opens up. It's got magnets. You can hear it snap together right there. Opens up. You set it up just like that. Now I've got 6 of the arrows I hunted with this year. These are the Ultra 166s. I'm going to show you a couple different configurations that I'm going to run this through. So obviously this case right here, you could strap on your backpack. I see, especially you guys that shoot a lot of tack events, I see you guys carrying your tubes in your backpacks all the time, and even going on backpack hunts like sheep hunts, elk hunts in the mountains where you're tent camping, anything, high country mule deer where you're staying in a tent, or you want to take extra arrows with you. You don't want just the arrows in your quiver. If you have a 5-arrow quiver, 6-arrow quiver, you could fall and break them. Let's be honest, things get western sometimes, and we lose arrows. So that being said, you can strap this right to your pack. But I'm going to show you what I see me doing in that scenario, more likely. This is probably going to be in my case. I'll probably take 6 in this thing. I'll show you how those go in just a second, but let's get these arrows stacked. So these are my hunting arrows. So you just set it up just like that. It's got a little kickstand. This thing flips around, turns into a kickstand right there. So you just kind of center it up like that, however you want, and then I'm gonna throw that in like that. You just keep alternating them. This is, if you're gonna put them in the case, this is how I would do it. I would just alternate vanes back and forth, just like this, and then finally, like this. Then this thing's gonna flip back around, close up. Those things aren't going anywhere. They're locked in place. That is about as thin and as minimal as you could ever want, and light for storing or holding 6 extra arrows. You could strap that to your pack. Honestly, a lot of times if I'm taking a ton of stuff, I'll probably just put that in my case, just like that. Take 6 extras. But how it's meant to do, you just kind of pry this open a little bit, slide this in, just like that, and you have 6 arrows secured in there. The vanes aren't getting hurt. You can jump on that, step on it. This thing doesn't bend. It's very rigid while being light. You know, like I said, it's kind of like those high-end fly rod cases. That's kind of the feel it is, but very thin, very light. Really like that. Now, and the vanes are protected because inside of these end compartments that you can see right here, it's open, way more open. So it protects the veins a lot better than just throwing them in an arrow tube. And that's another pet peeve of mine is when you put veins in an arrow tube or arrows in an arrow tube, the veins just mash against one side, whichever side it's laying. This is not that way. This protects it by holding it in the middle in this case, and then you have bigger air pockets on each end where your veins will sit and be protected the entire time. That being said, if I was gonna put this in my backpack, say at a tack event, or say on a backpack hunt, I'm going on, you know, an all-day deal and I want to take some extra arrows, I'm not going to alternate my veins like this, because I feel like if this is the way I had it and I stuck one end down in my pack, you're kind of sacrificing the veins on those arrows just getting mangled. So this is how I would probably do that. Set it up exactly the same. I'm going to take these out and let's get these all out of here. So this is how I would do that. So I would take one, lay it down just like that. Then I would take the next one and kind of stair step down my veins. Where one ends, the other one begins right there. And then I would go back to the top, start the same exact pattern over. Do it again right here. Try to turn those so it doesn't get messed up. Back to the top and back to the bottom. Then throw that clamp back around. That's how I would run them. Then you can stick, take your broadheads off obviously on your backup arrows, run that down in your pack, strap it to your pack. However, all your veins are secure, organized, not getting mangled. Just, man, what a really cool system that I can't believe nobody thought of before now. But kudos to the guys at AeroVault. This is killer. I really see this going on my tournament stool for tournament arrow organization. I see it turning into a really cool hip quiver. So many things this could be turned into, and you can customize it however you want. Again, you know, first impressions with this product, haven't got to put it to use in the field, can't wait to. But even for tack events, I see you guys doing that. You know, you should really look into this. Super light, your arrows aren't rattling around, getting beat to death. You could take 2 of those, put them on each side of your pack, and take a dozen extra arrows with you out on the range. Super organized and protected. You can take one out at a time, however you need to do that. So, really cool product. You guys need to check it out. AeroVault by the guys at Mathews. Also, quick note, I know some of you guys that don't shoot Mathews probably don't want to shoot an arrow case that has a Mathews logo on it. So they are making one that's unbranded, just an AeroVault case, probably in a different color. But overall, guys, this is a really cool, innovative product in the arrow organization category. Hopefully I'm gonna get a bunch of these and just put them in my shop so I can organize all my extra arrows laying around. But really cool product, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Check out the AeroVault.